boys and girls. And I'm not going to do that voice anymore because it seems to be annoying Dean and he's trying his damnedest not to fucking laugh at the moment. Anyway, my name's Ray for Race Tracks and Tunes. And we're on the other screen, whatever direction he's on, as Fat Boy somewhere.
I think it might be this way this time.
I'm still going to point that way.
Aye, might be this way. Don't know yet.
But as you can probably see, well, I'm not sure if can anybody else see what I'm seeing?
Aye, everybody can see this.
Pointing out with the two separate locations, and Dean still doesn't enough on traffic lights, but it's not his fault. He specs on them backwards.
So people that are watching this will probably know what a tier list is. And people probably have seen a tier list video. Raymond, for some reason, has never seen a tier list video, even though it's like one of the most famous things on YouTube. And I've watched a lot many tier list videos. Everybody did tier list videos. So I thought, fuck it, let's see. We did a reaction video.
Let me tell you what I watch on YouTube. I watch folk doing magic tricks, folk playing songs, folk building the instruments that folk play their songs on, videos of dogs doing cute things, and that's it.
I just watch YouTubers. So, that's a tier list. So, for people who don't know, aka Raymond, this is a tier list video. This is a tier list. So what I've got is a bunch of bands here. I don't know how many I've got. I've got a wee list of bands here, as you can see, and we're going to go through them all and rate them. So we're going to go from.
Right, so can you line it down so I can see what's coming up next? There, stop. Do it a bit.
I will in a second. I'm just trying to. I'm going to show folk the thing first.
Fucking stop doing that.
So we've got the top tier, the best tier is Jobby. So these are all names. These are all things that are funny and related to me and Raymond and our friendship. Things that make it funny.
Sorry, it's only the left one that come up there, man. I've still got the right one.
So we start with the best tier. The best tier is Jobby. Now as that may sound like the worst tier, and the colour, as Raymond suggests, is the worst tier. But Jobby, to me and Raymond, is really funny, and it's one of the most funniest things. We send each other the Jobby emoji and like a weekly cards. If somebody doesn't want to answer each other, we'll send each other the Jobby emoji because it's just the Jobby. Jobby's brilliant. Then right just under Jobby, so this will be like, so the top tier is like the best bands ever. Nobody can beat them. The best bands, your favourite bands ever. And then under it will be like bands that are really good. They're not really your favourite bands, they're not really the best bands, but they're really good bands. So that's, and our name is Oxford. Now all these names, all these jokes will be mentioned and will be explained at full notice in the podcast. But Oxford, we'll name it Oxford, that'll be the middle, that's so okay tier. Then we've got Biscuit, so that's like the middle tier. So that's it. It's alright, band, don't care, they're alright. In the middle. So Biscuit. And then no the worst that you never want to listen to them, but really not a good thing. Boss Slap, also really not a good thing. A Boss Slap, I can be quite for that. And then the bottom tier, shite. Just straight up shite. So let's dive into the first band. So we have AC/DC. So where you going to put Jobby.
Your Jobby.
No, your Jobby.
Aye, AC/DC's good.
Wait a bit.
I would like AC/DC most days.
Aye, we do actually go Jobby. I listen to them most days because I have to get played at my work all the time, but I wouldn't get my way to listen to them most days.
See, I'm that way of like when I worked in the pub, you were guaranteed that AC/DC was on every shift. Now I've kind of stepped up in the scale of venue that I work in, so to speak. So when AC/DC comes on at a function at my work now, I do get that fucking pure buzz and excitement. Like as much as I'm working and I'm serving drink to a higher class of customer, it still feels like a Friday night in your local boozer. Just because it's AC/DC that's come on, I suppose.
Right.
So that's why I would class them as like the highest you could. But that's for personal preference, aye.
So I wouldn't go as far as the best, like the best of the best. Brian Johnston, Bon Scott era, aye. But as soon as Bon Scott did, I think they dropped to another level. I don't really like Brian Johnston that much.
No, I like both renditions of them, to be honest. The only version of AC/DC I didn't like was Axl Rose.
Yeah, right to win. I'll give you. I wouldn't put it there. I'd still put him just at Ulster. I wouldn't put him the best. I'll let you away with it. That means I get away with one later on, because I can see one later on. I can win with. So Ozzy Osbourne.
Oh, he's obviously up there. He's up there next to AC/DC. Don't you dare put Ozzy in shite.
He's up there past AC/DC, I would say. Jesus.
Mate, I remember going to download a few years ago with Jed and Black Sabbath was headlining it. I ken that's no Ozzy Osbourne, but it is.
That's exactly I was just going to say. I don't know if Black Sabbath is in this list. This is just Ozzy Osbourne, no Black Sabbath.
Well, the connection that I was going to make was that Guthrie sent me a message a couple of days beforehand saying, enjoy download, my man. Ask Ozzy if he's got any good eckies for you. I remember showing it to Jed and the way he done it. I'm pretty sure his response was along the lines of, what's he talking about? It's like, that's gut for you. I knew Gut was going to come up with a daft fucking comment like that. And Ken, the best day it was, if I had met Ozzy that day, I would probably ask him, have you got any decent eckies? My pal Guthrie wants to ken.
Gut. Right, so next up we have Dream Theater.
I'd put them up in Oaksters. It's not a band I would listen to, but I do appreciate that they're shit hot at what they do. And the music is very, very technical, and I can appreciate that standard as well. The amount of different techniques that you've got to use in it to be able to play that shit is fucking dynamite. It's definitely a level well and truly above where I am.
It's one of the bands that I never got into as a teenager, but when I finally found them, I fell in love with them, and I listen to them. Not all the time, but I've got the back catalogue and I listen to it quite on a regular basis. My favorite thing I've got for them is a Dream Theater Master of Metallica. It's called, and it's Dream Theater.
I think I've heard that album. Cover. It's the Master of Puppets cover, isn't it? The beginning to the end.
Yeah, cover of Master of Puppets.
I've heard that before, mate. That is actually quite good.
It's good. It's weird. It's a weird. It's weird
because, aye. It's weird because it's not their style, but I still thought their versions of the Metallica covers was better than a lot of other folks.
Oh yeah, I've got the Cran.
The only other person I accepted doing a Metallica cover was Lemmy, but that's because it was Lemmy.
Machine Head, then I get cover of them. Bullet, then I get cover of them too. Bullet, then I get cover of Welcome Home.
Nah, I still thought Lemmy done better. Lemmy just did Enter Sandman, and just like, but it's Lemmy for you.
Aye, Lemmy.
We had to play rock and roll. What else? What else can we say? Don't need to say much else.
That's not using that game with actions going in my opinion. I don't like this band anyway.
I can't say I've ever listened to Amon Amarth.
It's not my cup of tea. It's a Viking metal.
I think Kyle might have listened to Amon Amarth when I stayed with him.
I think it would.
Not a band I could say I rated myself.
No, it's not a band I'm into. I'd put them. I'm not going to call it band shite, but the music's not my cup of tea, so I'll just put them in shite here. Cannibal Corpse.
See, I'd put it in the middle.
But in Basket.
Aye, because Cannibal Corpse has got that wee special bit in here, because I don't listen to them often, but when the day come on, it reminds me of being 16 and first hearing them, and hearing the first time I ever heard that, what the fuck, in the middle of the song.
That's no Cannibal Corpse.
That was Carnifex, what am I talking about? Hammer Smash Face was Cannibal Corpse, wasn't it? Fuck, mate, I totally fucking wrong moment here. I'm being a half-wit.
I don't know. The young bands, I think they're overrated. They're made of the shot factor. you can't understand any of the lyrics. I even tried the new album out, and I just cannot get into them. I quite like a lot of extreme metal, but I just
See, I
can't.
was going to say that's quite something coming for you because your taste in music's a hell of a lot heavier than mine.
Especially recently, I've been listening to a lot of extreme metal recently, and I just can't get into Cannibal Corpse. It's something about them. They're something about it, and I like. And I found another album. I found an album where the singer for Cannibal Corpse, the Adam D for Killswitch, and who's Eileen? Jesse for Killswitch writes the lyrics and as a guest vocal in a couple of songs. And there's somebody else, or another person, I think it's Napalm Death, I don't remember. But it's Adam D for Killswitch, the guitarist, and the singer for Cannibal Corpse. And it's fantastic. It's amazing. I can't remember the name of the stuff now. It's on my phone, I can't remember the name of it right now, but it was really good. It's like Killswitch with Cannibal Corpse, but it's not got that stupid extremeness. But it's really interesting. It's really an really interesting album. But for Cannibal Corpse, I'll go for Boss Fuck. They're not the worst. They're not terrible. They're
no something that would appear further up the list. If it was Carnifex, I would have stood by what I said. That
if it was Carnifex, I'd put Carnifex.
But I misheard you when you said Cannibal Corpse. I'm going for the next one before you even have to fucking say anything. That should be right up at Jobby.
I think you came where I want to put them.
Mate, get it. Away, brush.
Can we compromise and put them in Oxford next to Doom Theatre?
We'll compromise. But you need to away and play with your arsehole for that.
I've never liked Rammstein. You can not. I like a couple of songs, but I'm not really any band I've ever got my way to listen to.
Aye, but that's because you're fucking weird.
No, I've just never liked Rammstein. It's just any bands I've never enjoyed. I don't like that type of music.
I mean, I think they're shit hot, but that's again because of download.
Aye, that's because you've seen them live. I've definitely just seen that type of band live, but just generally bands I've never enjoyed.
Mate, it was that way. Their pyro show is that fucking one. You could feel it for the other side of the fucking field. Me and Jed were in the disabled section, the disabled viewing area, which, rough guesstimation, I would say is 2 football parks away from the stage. And you could feel the flamethrowers from where we were standing.
Well,
you could feel the heat from them. It was ideal, man, because the day that they were headlining, it pissed their rain all day until about 10 minutes before Rammstein come on. See, 10 minutes into their set, it was that one that it dried you off.
Fuck. That's insane.
That's how unreal that gig was, and just the amount of energy that fucking bounced about that field that day during their set. Cool as fuck is really the fact that the keyboard player is constantly walking on a treadmill.
Aye.
So yeah, it's full set, mate. Fucking talking an hour and a half, pure power walking, and it's like the same speed as a metronome would be.
It's quite mental.
Imagine going marching to do Hast for an hour and a half.
Aye. No, thank you. Next up, our band I was actually listening to today is the Opeth. Where would you put Opeth?
Personally, I wouldn't rate them.
Do you like them? I'll put them in. I'd put them in.
Not something I listen to regularly enough to make a judgment on.
I like one album. I like one album for them. I like the album Weathered. I think it's a great album.
I don't even think I can name an album of theirs.
I like that album. It came out when I was just getting into metal. It's when the very first one of the very first black Machine Head, one of the very first Metal Hammer albums, CDs, compilations I got. Me and Gary were listening to, and I go Gary right into them. Gary loves the band, and I like that album because it reminds me of that CD. I had them on the day actually, and it's they're alright. That's what I'm saying. That's why I say I put them in basket. They're not the top. They're not my favourite, but they're in the middle. Next up is a band that's just gone all the way to.
Mate, I think you should totally stick in their own category above everything else.
That is exactly. It's Pantera.
Category too. you should actually put a new category on this broken traffic light.
Just got
Mate, I'm being
Pantera.
serious, there. I'm fucking being serious, there.
If I do that, there's more than just David, I don't get.
No, Pantera is the only one that's allowed in that fucking field.
Don't want to. We'll put them at the very top, just Pantera. We know it's Pantera. Everybody knows Pantera. Everybody knows how much we like Pantera. Like the best stories about the time me and you sat about Stean and Greta about Steinpokes' death was like it's me and Alison just started dating.
Speaking about it on the anniversary years later.
Oh Jesus!
Time back,
Right,
Steve. Maybe Pantera music. We're fucking awesome. Off a wee fanboys.
And that was 5 years after he died.
That's what I'm saying. It was years later on the anniversary. Avenged, I'd say go Oaksters for them.
Right.
I wouldn't say Avenged was as good as Dream Theater, like.
Oh, I said it better than Dream Theater.
No, I wouldn't. I think
Especially
Dream Theater's more talented musicians, in my opinion.
if you ask Mike Portnoy, Avenged Sevenfold's a better band than Dream Theater. Steve left Dream Theater to join Avenged Sevenfold to then get kicked out of Avenged Sevenfold.
Right, well, see that
for 40 minutes.
Mate, I'm pretty sure if I ever speak to Mike Portnoy, he will say that. But for now, I'm sticking with I reckon Dream Theater better.
Disturbed.
If I ever meet Mike Portnoy, I'll point him in the direction of this video. Mate, I can't even read that one. Disturbed? I quite like Disturbed. But again, download. Again, download. The first time I heard that Sound of Silence was at download.
That's my least favourite. My least
Yeah,
favourite.
I'm not going to lie, it's not my favourite one. I'd say Land of Confusion or something. That was one of my favourite Disturbed songs. But even Land of Confusion isn't even theirs. But hearing Sound of Silence for the first time at download, because it's not what they usually do, it's like, no, that's good. I do agree that it's overrated, but it's not as good as everybody makes it out to be, but it's clever because it's not what they usually play.
We'll put them on there then. We'll put them in basket. Seems fair. Let's go straight up to Ulster. No matter what, they had 2 good albums.
Mate, I'm not going to argue with that. Look, there is fucking 3 or 4 Bullet for My Valentine covers that I had in on YouTube somewhere.
No way. I've seen them live there. I'll Bullet. Where's this next one? Oh, fuck. Cool.
Mate, in fairness, where do you want to put them?
Basket.
Aye, fuck it, go for it, man. Well, in fairness, my memories of listening to Tool involved sitting in Kyle Sampson's Papa's bit playing Guitar Hero.
They've only got a couple of good songs, in my opinion. They're no one in the band I'd always listen to.
Mate, as I say, it wasn't one of the ones we were right to listen to. I think it was Guitar Hero World Tour, and we were working our way through on Kyle's Xbox. And there was one of the gigs, air quotes, on World Tour was that you were filling in for a guitar slot for Tool.
Aye, I remember that bit.
And it was like, it was the first time there was more than one song by the one band. I think it was.
I like a couple of songs. They're catchy. So I like Pop. And I can't remember the name of it now, but it's not really a song I got quite, as I said, they're not band I got quite listen to. Seven Dust is next.
I wouldn't
And I can't believe it's on the same list as any of these bands because it's Seven Dust. The first new metal band.
Mate, I can't say I've listened to them enough to make judgment.
They're one of the one-hit wonder new metal bands for the
Right.
early noughties. I can't even name you the song. They were awesome. Next up is Biscuit, and I'm just putting them there.
Aye, fair away.
As you can tell with the way I've spelled Biscuit in this, I'm a big Limp Bizkit fan. And I'm putting Limp Bizkit and Jobby because Limp Bizkit are the best band. I love Limp Bizkit, they're one of my favourite bands. And that's my argument. If you're getting AC/DC in there, Biscuit's going in there.
I mean, I expected you to put Biscuit up there, to be fair.
Oh my God. Oh fuck.
See, Lamb of God reminds me of going to Chaos when it went to the Chapel Hall. Reminds me of hearing Relentless up on stage, and they used to play was Laid to Rest.
Mhm.
And it was just after I started going on, the Relentless boys showed up, and them being a metal band stood out. There was a metal band, there was a pop punk band, there was, what would you class Melt to Monday as?
Emo.
Because Relentless were the metal band, then Faith and Misery were the pop punk. Metal, we were Screamo. Then
they were the emo.
They were emo. Then there was a
Aye,
random
they were the emos.
Then there was Joan would go on and play like acoustic stuff. But
Nice.
Laid to Rest always makes me laugh because at the start of it goes I remember Graham Cassell standing and he got as far as going I'll forget it. And the entire room fucking erupted in laughter because everybody was waiting to see how good Stean could play the drums. And it was all because, like, at that point, Relentless didn't have a singer because they realised the previous singer wasn't too great, and it was before Khashoggi got involved with everybody. Which I'm sure
the previous singer became your singer.
Previous singer became your singer, aye. But at that point, the only song that they played that got lyrics was Laid to Rest, and it would be Steven would sing it while he played.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it's quite funny that I'm sure Khashoggi still finds it hilarious, the fact that he still gets called Khashoggi many, many moons after playing that cunt, and We Will Rock You.
Aye, many years. So, oh my God, where are we going to put them?
I thought you were going to drop them in shite there.
Oh, no, oh my God. My opinion, I go for there for oh my God, but I'll let you decide.
I'd say Oxsters, but I'm not going to argue with you.
I love oh my God, they're one of my favourites. Exodus, thrash metal band.
Can't say I've listened to them enough.
No, I mean, there's no really any band I've listened to. Just because of that, I'm not going to put them in shite. I'll put them in Boss Slap and we'll move on. Metallica.
Shut up.
Aye.
Oh, yeah.
Put them in Jobby because it's Metallica. What else can you say about Metallica? Or has been said before?
Probably We Will Rock You. That's what I can say about Metallica. I remember he'd bang into Whiskey in a Jar on Cumnock Academy stage. 25 past 11 after We Will Rock You finished, just before we disappeared up the Wood Road to go and get steaming. And I still went into school the next day. And we Mr. Bailey, wherever you are, was a cracking wee teacher because he sent me for a sleep.
Ghost.
That's the band that saw one guy that claims there's more guys.
No. There's one guy and then there's like a bunch of guys behind him. They're all in masks and they don't get their names and they're claimed to be metal and they sound like a fucking 80s pop band. They're absolute garbage and I'm putting them in shite. I'm not letting them go any higher.
Okay.
I've seen them live and they were boring.
Dean's fat and Hackett. Welcome back to part 2 of this fucking broken traffic light situation, ladies and gents.
Fucking traffic. Right, so Iron Maiden.
Oh, good Dynamite.
bands, man, up here. I'd put them in octaves. I like runs of that. I like Number of the Beast album, and then one song after each album after that.
How about you squaring the boys if they go anywhere else?
Judas Priest.
Mate, what is my camera doing? I can't see my camera. Look at my camera, what's it doing? Breaking the law, breaking the law. That is Judas Priest, isn't it?
You can win it. You can win Judas. What that song's meant to be about.
I'm guessing somebody running away for the police.
Gay sex.
Aye.
Aye, it was meant to be when the song was written. Gay sex was still against the law in Britain.
Aye.
So the guy, so Rob Halford wrote the song and it's about breaking the law by having gay sex. That's just a theory. It's not confirmed, but it's meant to be. That's what it's meant to be. Well, I'll put Judas Priest and I don't know, Baskets. Ulster.
Hey, I'm not gonna lie, I'm not even looking at that, you know.
What's your name?
Basket.
Basket.
Ah, what the fuck happened there?
Don't know, made noise.
Your screen just went massive. Fuck off, you Collie.
Right, kill switch engage.
Dynamite.
This is my pass. This is my pass.
This is my purse. Don't steal that.
I'm not going higher than Lamb of God. If they're not going any higher than Lamb of God, because Lamb of God are better than them. So I'll put them there. I always ask people when somebody's into music, my go-to question to them is when they like Kill Switch, I ask them Jesse or Howells. That's how I kind of like music, I know, because if they go, oh, that means they like music, because that's a hard choice, because it's important. The Mighty Corn, they go straight up. They just go straight up to the top. Can't see behind that. That says Corn.
That's higher than name.
Huh?
Pantera's higher than name.
Oh no, I don't mean that.
Fucking hot.
Didn't mean that.
You were nearly getting a Guns N' Roses mug launched at you. Right, so I'll stop where I make Slayer.
Right, Slayer. Where are we going to put Slayer?
Basket.
Basket.
Reminds me of
fuck.
the Essence.
Fucking Slayer in Basket. Aye, okay. I'll put them in Ulster. Fucking Slayer in Basket. Slayer are one of the best thrash bands. I love Slayer. Slayer's probably my favourite the four now. The big four. I love Slayer. I listen to Slayer more than I listen to the rest of them.
I'd say Metallica is probably the one I listen to most of the big four.
No, but Slayer's my go-to band now for them. I love one of my go-to songs when I'm not feeling too great. If I'm feeling like down or I'm feeling angry, I go and put on Disciple by Slayer, and it's the song God Hates It. The song that repeats the word God Hates Us All, and it's just a great song. It's just generally great angry songs that just gets me, it just cheers me back up. Takes me out the bad mood I'm in, cheers me back up, and every time I listen to it. So that's why name it Slayer's just Slayer. Fucking Slayer. Kerry King, for fuck's sake. Tommy Ayers, fucking aye. Right, Linkin Park. One of your favourite bands growing up here?
I'd say Basket or Ulster. As I say, he's a four man. Fucking. I can't even remember the name of that album. Hybrid Theory. Hybrid Theory was shit hot when I was a teenager, but I didn't like the one Transformers was on, so.
Oh, the only good album for them is Hybrid Theory, in my opinion. I liked like 2 songs off a Meteor, a second album, and then after that it just gave up. I like but Hybrid Theory is a fantastic album myself. Hybrid Theory. It's in the end comes on it quite a lot. In the end and Numb comes on quite a lot in my work, and I don't say no when it comes on because I enjoy it. But where did they go? There. They jumped into Basket. So staying Basket. Firefighter Death Punch.
What's that?
I love Firefighter Death Punch. I own everything they've ever done in vinyl. I wouldn't just do everything they've ever done in the CD. I love Firefighter Death Punch. I was like,
Firefighter Death Punch is a band that I put on. See if I'm decorating. Firefighter Death Punch goes on and you just power through whatever you're doing.
No way.
So I remember painting my old supervisor's spare bedroom for him and sticking fucking Firefighter Death Punch on and getting to the end of the day and the fella that was working in the other room turned and goes, "Oh, you got much left today?" No, I'm fucking finished, man. What are you talking about? It's like, I mean, I fucking just powered through it. None of this like waiting for the full room to dry. By the time you're finished one of my one's dry. So you just keep going.
The time you just keep doing it. Next up we've got is Meshuggah, a band that I don't listen to, a band you probably made listen to umpteen times because it's Kyle Sampson's favourite band. I tried to re-listen to them a couple of days ago. Actually, I tried to listen to Meshuggah again, the famous song "Bleed," and I couldn't get into it.
Nah, I can't say I've intentionally listened to it, but as you say, I stayed with Kyle Sampson, so I probably did listen to it at some point.
I'm just going to put them in
listen to it's maybe not the greatest word. Subjected to it, maybe.
Aye, both. I'm just going to put them in there. There's a couple of bands. There's another band. There's a couple of bands in this list that are going to go in here now. We'll have the bottom of the pile here. So Dragon Force, again, I'm just going to put in there.
See, they were, like, in fairness, at Cumnock Academy, there wasn't really any fans of Dragon Force. Aye, Through the Fire and the Flames was popular, but that was just because it was quicker than most things.
Aye.
Everybody thought him was God.
And I've heard more Dragon Force stuff than the Dragon and Flames. One of the boys I worked with in Dundee, Lee Gimpy, he was a big fan of Dragon Force, like a massive fan of Dragon Force, and I told him I hated Dragon Force. And I told him I hated True Dragon Fire and Flames, so listened to him since then. And he put more stuff on and let me listen to other stuff with, I think it's a new singer they've got, and it's still trash. Still no good stuff. The next we've got is Whitechapel, a band that you probably know even Ken.
Oh, I've heard of.
I love Whitechapel.
That's another one because of Samson.
And that is another band I listen to quite regularly.
No, it's not somebody I would rate. Too heavy for my liking.
I'll put them in also. I love Whitechapel. Quite mental.
Hey, how did you steal my button? I'm fucking raging about that. Where did you put it?
They've got an acoustic cover. They've actually covered one of their own songs acoustically. So that's
When
not
did
that
I
heavy.
cover them with it?
No, aye. But you need to go look at one of that. You need to go, get them back out again. They're at times. They're not as heavy as they used to be. I know their albums is a wee bit lighter.
Give me my fucking thing back then. Then I'll go and check it out.
Next up is something we're not even going to mention. We're not even going to talk about them. I'm just going to put them in there and just miss them. Next up, in fact, again, what? I'm going to do this and go, but nobody can see it. We'll just do that. Nobody should ever talk about that person ever again. Goodbye. Bye-bye. Next up.
Not even for his work and sons.
No, should forget about him. Next up we've got is Slipknot.
See that scene where Juice got bummed with fresh air, mate? That was fucking dynamite, wasn't it?
Right. Best scene ever. Next up is the best band on the planet. Pantera, so they're going up right next to them. Slipknot.
Who, Megadeth? Oh, Slipknot.
Slipknot. You're not going to argue with me. I think you're not going to argue with me that
I
way.
definitely know.
Now, who would ever argue with me that Slipknot should
But
be there?
that's still one of the ones I couldn't point out that I've seen them though.
Aye. But still, I've seen some ever.
But that's no Slipknot.
Next up is Megadeth.
See, I'd put them in Oxstars only because he taught me a wee bit French.
Aye. No, it's high up as Slayer. I'm not happy. Why the fuck did we get Exodus, but we didn't get Anthrax? We got 3 of the big 4. We didn't get Anthrax, but we got Exodus. That made no sense.
Exodus wouldn't kill us, Anthrax would.
But
Exodus. Megadeth told me a few sentences in French, so.
I like Megadeth. I like Countdown to Destruction. I love that Countdown to Destruction anyway. I love that album. I think it's a great album. So yeah, 100%. I'll put them in Oxford. Gojira, a band that I've actually saw live, but I've heard them live.
They weren't my cup of tea, but again, it was another one that I get subjected to when I stayed in there.
Mm-hmm. I didn't, as I say, I never saw them live, but I heard them live, if that makes sense. So I went to the, what was it called? The Jaeger tour. So it was a £5 ticket, and all I cared about was seeing Defiled was opening band. And I went with Gary Lowe and a bunch of other guys. And Gary ended up having a fight and getting kicked out at the very beginning, right after Defiled, right before I think it was In Flames and Gojira were playing. And he got kicked out right before In Flames. And we stood outside the doors, the O2 Academy, the Carlin Academy. We stood outside the security doors at the side, talking to Defiled, where it was Gojira and In Flames played in the background. We sat and listened to them through the door, and I didn't enjoy them.
See, that happened to me when I went and seen Steel Panther. Watched the Hale gig. That gig was quite funny because I had a random Chinese lassie sitting on my shoulders during Asian hookah. Then waited all night for one song. They never played it in their set because obviously it was going to be their fucking encore. And as soon as they started, I would give you the stars in the sky. What is it? This cunt's outside fighting. Oh, so that means I have to go out and fucking help him then.
That's us. That's how that man to their tier list. Because the first time we tried to do this, we didn't even mean it from last to finish it. Since all you done was pitch and moan
You picked the
traffic
fucking longest list on the planet.
That's why I'm missing as well. Not as many as good bands, but the band on it for me is good. I think that's a good wee lineup.
You picked a list that had about fucking 50 million artists on it.
It
was Spotify's iPod.
Is any band you would choose? Move? Up or down? Looking at which run them?
Nah, I'd be happy sitting at that.
So this is the first ever tier list. We might do another one of these. Might know, depending on if we like this, if it works, and the edit.
See, I think it could in fact work out as some alright content for us to keep working on, like. But I have in fact got an idea in my head for another one.
An idea.
Aye.
So there might be another one at that rate then. So keep an eye out, and we'll catch you later.
Versace Money, amigo.